Sure, my name is Djazair. I am a regional manager with Education First, which is the world's largest privately owned education company. More than 450 offices and schools in the world, 45,000 employees and above. So quite a big organization. And we're here in EF, Algeria. So welcome.
Thanks.
Okay, my name is Moussa. I work for EF. I've been working for EF since 1 year and a half. So my job is to guide students to do either linguistic trips abroad or studies abroad.
Excellent.
So as you can see here, we're a very young team. So most of the people that work with us do not have a lot of work experience. So what we ask for is not necessarily work experience. What we do ask for is energy, hunger what we call ambition. That is people who are willing, we're not going to come with a 35-hour mindset or I'm leaving at 5 o'clock sharp mindset, but people who are actually hungry in life and that want to go far in life. People that want to succeed. People that want financial recognition. People that want to work hard and contribute to what we're doing here and help the team move up, because we want to be the very best at what we do.
And people maybe who have the sense of belonging to the company. It's important that someone feels that he belongs to the company.
As I was telling you earlier, what I was saying is that if I see a CV, which is more than one page, that's a good giveaway already. Because if somebody has no experience, there's absolutely no reason why they have a CV, which is more than a page. People like President Obama, if you look at their LinkedIn profile, they have a LinkedIn profile which is quite short on one page. So if a president can manage to put his resume on one page, somebody else, a young student, can also put their resume on one page. One thing I'd like to point out, very important, spelling mistakes. You don't know the amount of resumes that we receive here with spelling mistakes. If I see a spelling mistake, I discard it immediately. The reason being, it shows that the person has no attention to detail. And if he's selling himself with no attention to detail, it means that he's going to do the exact same thing for our students and clients. And that I cannot accept.
What is the same answer? Have you attention to details? Yes, it's like a point.
Well, at least I'm talking about the ones that we work with. Many of them believe that the youth and their inexperience is a problem. So they don't know how to sell themselves. They're basically saying, I need to find a job now, but I have nothing to sell except for my education. What they have to understand is that that's okay. People know that they're young. People know that they have no work experience. So we're going to look for skills and mindset somewhere else. We're going to look for it in the grades, for example. Were you a good student or not? Were you in the top 3 of your class? Were you outstanding? What do you do in life? Are you an athlete? Do you spend a lot of time? Are you in a football team? Are you in a dance club? Are you in a book club? Have you had a small job, what you call small jobs, student jobs in America? Have you ever tried to be a waiter? Have you ever tried to serve coffee? Have you ever worked for a bakery? Have you worked in a factory? I think that one of the mistakes people make is that they try to hide it because they're somewhat ashamed of their job. Whereas for us, it shows that this person's a worker and he does what it takes, or he or she does what it takes to succeed in life. So do not hide it.
That's true.
What's that?
I think maybe the challenge that students, the job seekers meet is maybe they don't give enough. They don't like sacrifice. They don't like sacrifice.
I think it's very important to point out that in Algeria, he's right here, because in Algeria, I think that some people think that one of the obstacles is lack of job opportunities. I do not believe that is true.
Me too.
I do not believe that is true. I think that there are far more job opportunities right now in Algeria than, for example, in Paris or France or Spain. I think that people are desperate in Algeria to find the very best Algerians. So tell them to come out. Tell them to come out and come and see us, because if they're ambitious and they're hardworking and they know how to take on themselves, tell them to come and see us.
Yeah, there's a lack of ambition. Sometimes we find an unemployed person,
Yeah.
but with zero ambition and not willing at all to make any sacrifice to move forward in his life.
I mean, if I may insist again on the form, the spelling, it's just so common to see his mistakes. People writing, spelling mistakes all over the place. Punctuation, space, lack of organization. You're going to see, for example, education is going to be big, bold, and capital, and right after there's going to be work experience. There's going to be in another, whatever font and it looks once again that there's a lack of attention to detail. This is your resume. You're selling yourself. You have to make me and Moussa believe that you are an outstanding candidate. And I'd say another thing that we receive a lot of, you would be surprised to see how many emails we receive, or Facebook, of people telling us, yeah, looking for a job, you could call me if you want. It's like, come on.
It's like the example that you told me yesterday about.
There was this lady that wrote, I'm looking for a job in Dubai, I'm a psychologist, and reach out to me. Spelling mistakes all over the place, just give me a call. You have to believe in miracles. More than a miracle, I think there's more chances that a mountain will fly in the sky than you get a job with this kind of attitude. If you are someone, and I know many of them, everybody wants to work for a multinational company. Oh, I want to work for a multinational company. I always hear that all the time. If you don't speak English, forget it. Forget it. It is not an option anymore.
It's an obligation.
It's an obligation. It is not an option. People have to understand that. And they have to invest in themselves. They have to go for schools, either come with us or go to schools in Algeria. There's a lot of options, a lot of opportunities to learn English. Language clubs, but learn it. Find your way and learn it. Because once again, it's not an option. And if by any chance you do manage to get into a company, a multinational company, for sure, you're not going to rise. You're going to need English at one point or another. What do you think?
Yes, it is. English is always a very important language, essential language to communicate at an international level.
Companies such as ours, we're going to focus on our employees first. Our job is not to help job seekers. Our job is to help our employees. Once they're in our team, then we train them. We can send them abroad, give them opportunities, make them quicker, more efficient, and make them reach the highest standards so they can one day get an opportunity in our international offices, London, Zurich, whatever. But our job is to train them. So we're already investing a lot of time and efforts and money in that. As for job seekers, well, there are other organizations such as yourselves that are doing what you have to do. And the best way we can contribute is by working with you and doing interviews like this and getting the message out there. Telling the people, this is what we look for, you should know about it. Then up to you to follow or not to follow us. But we recommend that you do follow our advice because every multinational company thinks this way.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks.
Thank you.